Hey, one and all, how are you all this lovely night? I hope you are all doing good. I'm a bit frustrated right now because um I can't share my screen. I hit the share screen and it closes the browser down completely. So I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. Um, so maybe it's another night of chilling, although it says digital coloring. I have to wait to get some people get here to find out what's going on. Copy that. See the chat. Nothing yet. Always working at the bugs and the kinks. OBS isn't working quite right yet either for me. So I don't know why every time I hit share screen on this, it doesn't want to work properly. Let me try another browser. Come, right? I don't know what to click there. Okay, definitely wrong. StreamYard, not StreamYards. So I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for some people to come in and all that. StreamYards in Google Chrome isn't working properly. Well, shut my door, Mom, please. Oh. Hey, Metal. Ahoy there. Are you hearing me good out there, Metal? How am I coming in picture-wise? Hey, Chad. Metal's not in here yet. Well, but he's in the chat, so. Okay, so that's gonna be weird. I'm gonna enter broadcast. You look just the same as when I left you. So is that good or bad? Okay, so I'm gonna leave the studio here for a sec. So hopefully nothing goes to a wire. So give me a sec, and hopefully we will see me over in another thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm over on a different thing. Let's see whether I hit the screen share. Allow. Remember this. Firefox cannot allow present access to your screen. Click Studio. Allow. Switch OBS. StreamYard, will you allow? Yes, I allow. Why? I can't get nothing working right tonight. I'm over on Firefox. No, we can't allow you to share your screen. No, that'd be a no. I don't know why. Okay, let's try this over in another browser. Probably get the same thing. Rick and all his technical difficulties. Isn't this just a fun stream? Yes, I saw John's cartoon. I thought it was pretty funny. Chad. And of course, I gotta go get that login code again, which I. It's crap. What's crap? About as fun as our IT session earlier. Yeah. Oh yeah. My I don't. I hate the fact that I can't share my screen. All you can do is you know, look at this not so lovely face. You know, I gotta click. Firefox can't allow you to share your permanent. Okay, what if I do? Hey, Mallet. I wasn't in it. Hi, guys. And Evan, it turns out the GPU in Rick's new computer lacks hardware encoding. Okay, there needs to be technical difficulty with music. Yeah, I was confused and had to look it up, but it's like the only one in the whole GT 1000 series not having hardware encoding. What are the sheer odds? I say great, because it's me. Evan says 100%. So, is my king? I think my mic's on. Can you guys hear me? Rick has all the luck. Yeah, all the bad luck. Can somebody take this luck from me? I'd rather no luck at all. If that's even possible. So I guess it's another night of chilling, and I gotta figure out problems tomorrow again. So I don't know what's going on. Luck is luck. Don't knock it. In this case, I'm knocking it, Evan. I'm knocking it all the way to I don't know where. I'd like to knock it out of my life. Let's see. Are you coming on, Metal? I did send you the link. Okay, I'm gonna come on in a bit. Dinner time out of town. Oh, okay. I'm just reading something. Metal. Sorry, reading it a bit late. If a workaround isn't possible, I'll hook you up with GPU that doesn't have hardware that does have hardware encoding when I can. I always have IT buddies passing along stuff. Metal has connection, says Chad. And now, heck, even the chat in this is. Oh, now it's. Yeah, and when I go to hit the share screen, I was able to do it earlier. But no, not now. No, that'd be too nice. But no, that was on Hangouts. Can I bring Hangouts in? Can I bring up Hangouts? The high definition Rick is scary. Here, let me see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. A video call. No. Can I bring? No, I probably can't. Rick in 3D. I hope he does not go 3D. Oh. There's 3D for you, Rick 3D. Oh. Okay, the only way I could probably luck is luck. Hey, John, how are you? I have thought of that, John. Hey, Todd, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
Where's the rest of the cast of characters?
In the chat.
Who do you got? Who's in the chat?
We got Timothy, we got Metal, Evan, Mallet, Dillard.
Why isn't Dillard in here?
I have no idea. Maybe he's a bad listening lately because he was up all night on that animation that was trashing me.
That looks good, huh?
Yeah, it does. It's funny.
We should be in here and record some more. Get some good sound bites. Talk about something controversial.
Yeah. Oh, just watch it. He's gonna get you next, Todd. I've already seen your picture for it.
Looks nothing like me. So what's your show about today? What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I was going to do some digital coloring, but I can't apparently share my screen, so I'm now just talking about whatever, just chilling and talking.
What's your browser? What are you using for a browser?
Chrome. I went and logged in through what's the name of it, Firefox, and again it wouldn't let me share in here. Thing. And then I went over to Microsoft Edge, and it wouldn't even start up.
Let me see if I can even share my screen. Let's see.
Oh, it's probably me and my new computer. My new computer that's a pain in the ass! But I still love it.
Well, let's see what you're doing wrong. Let's figure it out. So when I pull it up, I go over to I use Brave as my browser. Like you have entire screen, application window, or Brave tab.
Yeah.
So I go over the Brave tab, pick the actual tab I want to show, and then share.
Yeah. Well, in here, if I went and hit this share screen that's at the bottom of the screen that you hit,
Yeah.
it would close down my browser.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was doing earlier before I started.
So it's working for me. Yeah, I wonder what it is. Maybe we need Metal. Where's Metal?
He's got family over at the moment, out of town
Oh.
family. So he might be in later. He was saying, yeah, and then when I went over to Firefox to try and do it, oh, we can't allow you to share your screen.
All right, I'll stop sharing. Stop screen share. Boop. We're back.
Yeah.
So, I don't even want to ask you live, so I'm not even going to ask that question. We'll leave that one away. What's going on in Canada currently?
Not a lot. Just same thing as everywhere else. Stupidness due to
I don't think so.
a certain pandemic, supposed pandemic. Evan says Metal has a family. I have been using Chrome. That's what I'm using right now, Mallet. Metal says, it's not my family. I live with people and they have family.
You know what? So for some reason, the chat for me is not caught up.
Yeah. It's not caught up in thing. Dylan says, use your old computer and throw this one out. No, we're just got to get all the bugs worked out. It's a new computer.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's that guy Evan Hotep. Hey. So, let's talk about something, Rick. Let's not have a bunch of dead air.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about? Anything the chat wants to talk about? Rick, have you tried pushing the button? What button? One that blows it up? No.
I don't know. Let's talk about you a baseball fan?
Well, a little bit, not super lot. I'm a Blue Jays fan, but when they,
What, a booze fan? What did you say?
Blue Jays.
Oh, Blue Jays. Okay.
But I don't watch them that often. Maybe when they get into the playoffs.
Have you ever been there?
What?
Toronto?
Of course. It's like only an hour away.
That's a really nice stadium, huh?
Yeah, I've been in it. I've seen them play there. I've seen the Blue Jays play when they were in exhibition stadium. Before the dome.
Yeah. So what else? What other sports you like?
Well, not really a big sports guy. I don't watch sports on TV. It's like if a bunch of people are getting together, maybe to play for fun, something, I'll play. But that's about it.
You don't like hockey, eh?
No, I'm not a big hockey fan.
Really?
Dylan says this show sucks. I got some bang trying to watch it. Mallet saying Miller Park is better. I saw the Mariners crush the Blue Jays.
The very first team I ever saw play baseball live was when the Brewers had a team here in Holyoke. They were called the Holyoke Millers, and that was the very first AAA. I don't know what they were. Maybe they were AAA or AA. Very first game I ever went to live. And that was like 4. Then I started going to Red Sox games when I was a little older, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Boston Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I have been to hockey games. I've been to a Make Me Laugh game. I mean Maple Leafs. I've even been to a few Tiger Cat games. That's CFL, Canadian football.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been to a basketball game yet. I'd like to go see the Raptors sometime.
Yeah.
Topher says Triple A games are cool. George says sports talk with Rick Piper.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Metal said until we get him fixed up. Let's see, it went up a bit. Wrong mouse. Get him fixed up. This is still a really good rig. Work rig he can use. Blender loaded up faster and it was running smoothly. Yeah.
You look better, I'll tell you that. Your screen looks, you look.
Topher says he likes the baseball talk. Timmy's saying, what about football? Metal says, one of the teams I follow is from up there. I like the Jets. Isn't that hockey?
The Winnipeg Jets?
Yeah. Oh, or are they? Oh, they must have changed their name if it's football. They used to be the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I think for football.
Winnipeg Jets was a hockey team, by the way. That was a long, old school team. I was just messing around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, easy. Some of the teams I know the names easy. Like the New York Yankees. I know that's the American League, and the New York Mets. I know it's the National League.
What is John Dillard doing now?
I don't know what he's doing right now.
I gotta get some work done. Just came over to say hi. How long do you do this for?
I'm supposed to be on for about 2 hours.
You gotta prepare a show. You have to be entertaining, prepare a show, and get after it because you're dedicated. But I think you're taking the role of the sleepy artist in squeaky chair.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that'll improve hopefully soon. No more squeaky chair. Evan says, watching sports is for nerds. I thought watching sports was for jocks. Nerds watch Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff like that. Timothy says, I need to do some kind of crazy stunts.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Could you set up a show like that, like Jackass kind of thing?
Not in my little.
No, outside. Get mom involved. She holds the camera. You get a shopping cart. See if shopping carts will go through the snow or whatever you got going on outside, or going downhill, or get in a shopping cart and go downstairs. Those park stairs that you used to walk last year. That kind of thing.
I don't feel like killing myself. Thank you very much.
It's worth a shot.
Model says nerds play sports on the holodeck. And Evan says jocks play sports. Rick, well, they also watch sports. Nerds aren't supposed to be interested in sports, right? Oh, we got Elric here. Hey, Elric. Metal says, are you trying to kill Rick Todd?
No. He's got enough, he'll be fine. As long as it doesn't fall on his head, he'll be good.
Or got a lot of padding, right?
You got a little bit of padding.
Yeah, I got my own padding, right?
Not too much, just enough.
What do we got? You could do stunts to heavy metal music. Yeah. There's not too much you can do, like I said, in there.
What about getting some dogs, right? And attaching them to a sled, but taking them onto the main streets.
For what?
I
How
don't
would
know.
that? Are you suggesting that there's snow outside, Todd?
Don't tell me there isn't.
There's not a snowflake to be seen.
I know, I'm just kidding. Just messing around.
Oh, somebody said earlier something about getting a cat. Well, I've already got a cat, but he's not usually allowed in my room
How come?
because he likes to do stuff that he should when he's in here.
Cats are great for YouTube.
Plus, if I pick him up and bring him on screen, he's gone. He wants to be gone in like a second or two. He's not a big one to just lay like on my table here and do whatever.
Well, you gotta think of something, Rick. You got a mechanical bull lying around anywhere in the backyard?
No.
I find that hard to believe. How about a moose? Mechanical moose?
Not the moose. Let's see. Oh, Skywalker's here, and hello, Skywalker. He says, "Hello. Are you enjoying Brazil?" Well, last year when I was there, I did. Yeah, Chad says karaoke, Rick. Cats like to destroy toys and comics. I know, expensive. Wild cat, small room. Heard it?
So one of your former employees has kind of gone off the rails. Did you know that?
I have a former employee.
Yeah, you do. You have many.
This is news to me.
Come on, Cat used to work specifically for you.
No, she didn't.
I don't know. That's not what I heard.
Let's see. Timothy wants to know what I did in Brazil. Well, I went on a missions trip to Brazil, Timothy, a year ago. We did a few things. Come here. Let's see. Maybe we can get the cat here.
Oh,
We got some
here.
cat treats.
Oh, you're enticing the cat onto stream.
Let him eat it. Okay.
You think it's excruciating for you? Wow.
So there's the cat for anybody that cares.
Ooh, black cat. Kind of like Cat. Turn to the dark side. Oh. It's cute. What's his name?
Reason.
Like those little chocolate chewy pieces?
No, Reason. Reason. As in to reason. And there he goes.
He doesn't like to be so
Timothy asks, how is Florida Man doing?
Florida Man.
Florida Man what? Your sound just cut out. Todd. We can't hear you. Or I can't hear you. And
Florida Man has got come to a halt. We could use. I haven't done any promo stuff or any kind of posts lately, so maybe I need to get back at it. Spend 10 minutes every morning kind of creating something new just for it, so we can keep it going. We'll see.
Metal said I wasn't aware Rick hired anyways. Let's see. Elric said, Cross, here's a video idea. Give your cat a ton of catnip and put him in a room with breakable items and videotape it. That sounds like torture to the cat.
Well, Rick, I gotta get some work done, so I'm gonna let you go. Just wanted to come and say hi.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. You take care, Rick.
And you want to tell people to go buy Florida Man?
Please, if you haven't purchased Florida Man yet, go and look at it. Watch the video. Then, if you have any questions where you need your arm twisted just a little bit more because the video didn't entice you, come talk to me and I'll twist your arm. But at least watch the video. Indiegogo, Florida Man, hit comic, soon to be coming by Christmas.
Awesome.
Later.
Thank you.
You're
welcome. Well, I guess I could draw. Don't leave us alone with Rick. Todd is abandoning that. Just like Todd. Well, I can move my keyboard here. Off to the side. Draw a funny Valentine from Barzar. Funny Valentine from Barzar. Okay, so we can take that out. Let's see. I don't remember that character from thing. So hold on. There's a question. Do you want me to just sit here and talk, or do you want me to maybe draw? Evans. Hey, you remember that time Todd came on and talked sports? Good times. Crazy stunts. And before you ask, no, that's not the 23rd president of the United States. Look like he's just the villain in part 7. Draw a sophisticated paperclip. No, we just... we did not just see him scratching. Play 3D chess against the chat. I wrote 23rd president looks lame. Do you own a vest, Rick? Yes, I do. Bullet and hello. Well, a couple vests, actually. The people demand Todd. 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 Isn't he promoting a book or something? I don't know. You tell me. We're gonna hang you upside down now. So you can see the book. See the artwork. That was a good song. Across his head, just grabbing at this. We need to get you into the studio and make a record. Am I scared? Good to be seen. Oh, look. Okay, so let's. You know what? I might draw one of my characters. One that I'm not sure whether many people have seen. Actually, you know what? I'm going to draw from Dark Horse, or not Dark Horse, Dark Light Comics. Todd, come back. I was seen once. It was unpleasant. Cinnamon Coke. What's wrong with you? Are you still drinking cinnamon Coke, Albert? Can I use Twitch coins to get a sketch card here, Rick? No, you cannot. If I can get somewhere, maybe tomorrow morning I might do my Twitch stream. Is a Canadian Shield a serious character or a funny character? He's got his moments where he can be funny, but for the most part, he's serious. So, I'm not sure how many of you know here, but I have created another universe called Dark Light Comic Universe, and I am drawing up my premier character for that one here, and his name is Ultimate. He's the ultimate hero. Yeah, dark. Although I spelled light Lite. The second one, Bullet. Ultimate Who is an ultimate. No, not who, just ultimate. Oh, we got the medal here. Wrong one. Hello.
I am alive!
And
So, see, you're kind of struggling here to entertain everybody.
when don't I? Struggle. Well, at least tonight. Now that well, actually, I should never ask with Todd on how was the audio with the two of us there.
The audio was fine. You're still a little quiet, but I think it's because it's coming through your webcam, so you're pretty far away from the mic.
Yeah,
You might just want to work on projecting more.
yeah. Well, it depends on how far I'm leaning because it's probably a foot at best away from me. But then again, probably most people have a mic closer to them than that. Let's see.
Oh yeah, and the gain on a webcam mic is awful. So even if it's not that far, you still have to deal with the fact that it's got bad pickup.
Yeah. Let's see. Timothy says, does he have to call himself Ultimate? That's what he gets called, so he'll end up calling himself Ultimate. Let's see. And unfortunately, I mean, Evan, I am the byproduct of Coca-Cola. Now, basically, blood is 50% Coca-Cola. So it's the uncola of a dark universe. For me, not meant stupid. Timothy's WTF. Alex, hello, metal. Timothy said, "Do we summon a dark spirit?" And then Evan says, "Oh, good. Metal has done away with his fake family."
Well, it's funny. I actually had to do stuff with my family earlier today too, like immediately after we were done in our little IT section.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Albert's laughing at Timothy. Timothy says, "Be gone, evil spirit." Evan says, "Thank you for entertaining us, Metal. Unlike that Todd guy." And Timothy says, "So if a pizza is named after him, it would be Ultimate Pizza?" Yes, it would.
I've met many evil spirits in my time, and I have to say, saying "be gone, evil spirit" is not an effective way to get rid of them.
Yeah, you have to add a few words. But then again, yeah.
I find punching them usually works.
Are those people evil spirit? That's evil people, not evil spirit.
Well, it works on both of them.
And Evan says, Evan Hotep. Evan says, "I'm posh." I don't know. Are you? I just do whatever I feel like for entertainment value of reading a chat. Model says, "Super posh. It's a new car night."
the closest thing to posh that Evan is like Hosh Posh.
Timothy says, "Dang it! The evil spirit is right. Evil spirit is right. Saying be gone is not effective." Or make Ultimate Cola a character with the power of compressed soda water to shoot out like projectiles. And everyone's like, "Ooh, new kind of ideas!" I don't know why I did it like that. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I'd show you guys more. Well, I'll draw what I probably can over the next hour. What's on the podium tonight, L7? I don't know.
Maybe we need to build a podium. There's a streaming project right there.
Yeah. But that seems more like a mallet project.
Oh, you're trying not to step on his toes, cover his area.
Well, there's probably that, but I think there's more the fact that I'm not really the woodworking type. Maybe I can buy some Legos. We can build a podium out of Legos. A nice little small one. Because I don't even know who Funny Valentine is. I don't think I've come across that character in JoJo. Oh, or did I? JoJo's Bizarre Adventures yet.
No, you have not.
Actually, I need to get back to converting all that stuff, getting it all up onto my website. Oh, which reminds me, Ulrich, have you watched any of the stuff, or have you been too busy inking to watch My Hero Academia? Oh yeah, they came back and said, "Oh, it wasn't." I'm not sure whether I told people, but they came back and said it wasn't good enough. My reply to why I shouldn't have been, they shouldn't have been taken down. So now I'm fighting them again for the same videos. I'm beginning not to like the people who made My Hero Academia, at least the videos. Albert says he just got done inking today. Oh, that's good. You have to tell me what you think of the new format off the YouTube. Looks like Studio Bones is being mean. I don't like that. And Albert says, I will. Timothy says, hey, anyone have a BritBox you can watch Red Dwarf?
I can watch Red Dwarf whenever I want. Or anything I want whenever I want. Because I have a pirate ship.
Are you, matey? I thought it would be because you're a docked in a pirate's bay. Timothy says, well, okay. So I see Melvin didn't get funded. Timothy, when are you going to try again, or well, there's a question. Are you going to try again, and do you know when? And what I would also suggest is make sure you go in and record all the emails of all your all the people that tried to buy.
He keeps calling me an evil spirit. I'm not sure why.
I haven't asked who the heck Melvin is. Melvin is the name of Timothy Olsen's comic book that he was trying to get produced. That he was trying to crowdfund. Evan. Evan asked who the hell is Timothy Olsen. It's Olsen with an O, not an E. And he's the guy saying stuff in between the stuff that you're saying in the chat. Who's the other guy that seems a bit chatty tonight? Not catty, but chatty. And we like the chatty ones. Yes, we do. Get him on the show. Okay, I'll do what I did last. Can I do it here? Get the fly out of here. Fly flies right in my face. Timothy says, well, to be fair, I've never heard of Evan Hotel. Been on the show, it was a train wreck, laugh out loud. And Evan says, you never will. Let's see. Copy. Paste. Okay, for anybody who wants to come on, there you go. Did it twice in 1 week. Hope you're all happy now.
Oh, don't you know, Rick? Nobody's ever happy.
Nice voice modulator. That was a nice voice modulator. Have you seen the intergalactic space modulator? Timothy's blah.
Now I say, that sounds nothing like Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, it was a bit off. for sure. He used to be able to do him better. And that's more Yoda. But not even fully Yoda. No Jar Jar, says Timothy.
Oh, Evan wants to discuss the animation. That was a pretty funny animation.
Yeah, Alwork's probably not seen it yet.
What? How could Elric not watch the animation? I'm DMing it to him right now.
Oh, he says he saw it.
Oh, okay, good, good.
I was just thinking, with all that inking, Alwork's put his life on pause. It's lucky he's even eaten in this time of inking.
I should be inking right now. Let me pull that out.
Alwork says, I saw it metal. I could not stop laughing. Actually, he said he could stop laughing. Although I think he meant to put the word not in there, as I said the first time.
Well, maybe he just has a lot of discipline, and he can just stop laughing anytime he wants.
True. Maybe. Just maybe.
Evan says he was horribly distracted by the voices not syncing up with the mouths. And I'll have to say, from what I've heard, he's not the only one. But it was also Dillard's first foray into animation, so you have to cut him some slack. Especially with all the things that happened. He lost all the models, once during the thing and had to draw them from scratch.
What, after he drew them on our show? Or my show?
Yeah, those weren't the originals.
Oh, okay, I thought it was... Well, I thought they were the originals last night. Okay, Elric says, heresy against the autocorrect.
Yeah, what happened? In Clip Studio, where sometimes you get that pixelated box that just shows up, and if you save with it on, that box ends up on the final image.
Don't think so.
Oh, well, it's a common problem. And he went and he saved it, and he couldn't get the layers back or anything, and just lost everything. And had to go back to an earlier version that didn't have any of the people in it and had to draw them all over from scratch.
Oh, lovely. So I guess that's why he was saving everybody individually last night.
Yeah, he ended up making them all on their own canvas and importing them in, which is the way you should do them, just in case stuff like that happens.
Yeah. Ulrich says he's seen worse lip flap syncing by professional anime dubbing companies. Oh, yeah, we all know about, dubbing. The old, everybody used to make fun of the Chinese and Japanese movies coming over to Canada and the States, and how the lips would never line up with whatever they were saying. Oh, hey, Cat. Cat's in the chat. How are you tonight, Cat? Did you find your mat? That was near a hat. No. I mean, she's good. She just got home from work. Timothy said it was under her hat. Rick, Evan says, Rick, we weren't finished criticizing Dillard. Well, nobody's stopping you. From still criticizing him. Is that a giant fly that's bothering you, Cross? Well, not a giant fly, but yeah, there is a fly bothering me. Actually, there's a couple flies bothering me.
Yeah, the flies only seem big because Rick has the power to shrink down to fit in his tiny apartment, which keeps the rent down.
I wish. Bullet saying, so what is this dark light universe, Rick? Ah. That was a time a few years ago that when I was having some struggles in my faith, and I was saying I still want to do the whole comic thing, but I was thinking screw comics. So I came up with and started coming up with a new universe. Evan says, how can I criticize him with Alric up in here telling everybody how No, it says I never said that. I've created several characters for it. One was actually supposed to be in a thing a few years ago, a couple years ago when John was doing the Halloween book for scary stories, although it wasn't really a scary story what I had. I'll admit that. So Ultimate is the main hero in that universe. Well, at that point, I had a character called. Have you watched The Boys, Rick? I've seen a couple episodes. I want to watch more. I have a character called Lioness. I do have a group and a page for them on Facebook as well. So Levin says I'm bored. Later, folks. So, characters in it. What hero is Arctic Cold. I'd show pictures, but you know what? I can show pictures. Not sure how well. So that's Arctic Cold. Buck Kaiwin, the Canadian Knight. Rick's dubbing old anime sounds great. Force of Nature, the Hamiltonian, Heat, Linus, that's an angel named Mario, the Night Dragon, Nite for night, Pacifica, basically a female version of, well, maybe a little different than Aquaman, but put in the Pacific. The Door, which some of you have seen. Ultimate, and that's it for those. That's actually the good guys. I do have some bad guys here. Well, I was going to create a Zodiac for this universe, but it's based on the Chinese Zodiac. So we've got Expanding Snake, although Fat Man, Fighting Tiger, Lord Dragon, Mad Rooster, Master Pig, Night Beast, Rat Tails, Chad says, Fat Lex Luthor, Treble the Clown, as in, you know, Trouble the Clown, Treble. So that's some of it. Supporting cast. Oh, this is. Don't think there's anything else really right now. So. Okay, back to drawing. Okay, Metal doesn't have himself muted.
Well, I do have myself muted locally.
Oh, okay. He was talking about the show and how you left everyone recently. Who had the beef, Chad? Rick, eat all the beef. No, he did. He did mention you. Do you guys have internet beef? How? However, one anime I do have has a terrible lip sync. It was a short anime for one of my RPG game Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky, but the sub was good. Was it a subwoofer?
No, he means subtitles.
Yeah.
You know, subs over dubs.
I know. I was just teasing, of course. And Chad's Nora Rockstar. I have no idea what you mean by that, Chad.
Well, some older anime, you have to understand that it wasn't even a bad lip sync job in the American dub. It's like even the Japanese lip sync is bad because they just didn't animate it well back then.
Plug in there?
That may not be the case in that one specifically, but it was very common in the industry.
Well,
I don't have bad animation. Well, I guess animation wouldn't have been bad. Would the animation be bad in that case, or would it be the?
It would be the original animation because they would have tried to time it to the voices before they animated it. As opposed to a dub where you have to match the animation in post.
And I was saying that is true. Uh, Chad says, when is Metal moving in, right? Well, seeing as how he's all the way not here, he's in Texas. I'd probably say never.
Oh yeah, not only would it take me a really long time to get up there, it's another country, so I would need some type of like work visa or something like that.
Well, technically, you could say you're coming over here to visit. Well, maybe not right now.
Well, I could be on like a tourist visa normally, closed for COVID, yeah. And I believe like most countries that we're good with, it could be up to 90 days on a tourist visa, just showing up at the border.
Yeah,
And then
whatever.
technically you can always just overstay the visa, even though you're not supposed to.
Although you don't even get paperwork for those quote unquote tourist visa. They just know when you enter and when you don't exit. Then, again, you could just come across one of those places where the illegal aliens are coming across and just get treated like almost royalty and stay here however long you want.
Oh yeah, you know how many hundreds of miles of unpatrolled border lies between the US and Canada? And the only real thing that's there is a slight clearing for like 100 meters on each side. And then it's trees again.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot larger border than the Mexico states border. For sure.
I think the reason most people don't do it is because they're afraid of Bigfoot.
Although, believe it or not, we do have a lot of illegal aliens doing it that Rebel Media has done a thing on it. There's a spot out west.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. You don't find it so much here in Ontario, because of the lakes. Although that's probably even. Then again, you probably just don't hear of it much on Ontario. All you have to do is take a boat across the Niagara River where somebody's not watching.
Yeah, but that's a much more patrolled area. I would assume most things come through like Alberta and stuff, where there's just like the woodland states and there's just like no cities on the border.
Yeah. But what I mean, well, you probably heard of this a few years back about the pig farmer. He just rode across the river.
Yeah. Your odds are going to be harder going that way because people do patrol it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, since he did it regularly, he knew how to beat the system for that.
Yeah. Though if I was going to do it, I would just be safe and I'd probably go up to like Montana, cross over there where there's like nobody, and then just take the long hike to wherever I'm going to go. I already hiked to Montana, so.
Yeah. But there's the thing, too. Depending on where you go out from the Niagara River, like, once you get away from Niagara Falls, it probably is not patrolled too much.
Yeah, well, it's hard to patrol it because it's a national park or natural like park type area like anywhere else. So you've got park rangers, but you can't be everywhere.
Yeah. Timothy says, "Ooh, now we know. Double the security in Montana." Actually, it would be double the security in the adjoining province to Montana. Because it would be a question of, does Montana care that illegal aliens are crossing over into Canada? Or they may or may not be illegal aliens from Montana. They might be legal people. They're just illegal when they come into Canada.
Oh, but can they catch a ghost?
Timothy says he presumed armed and extremely polite. Actually, the ones in a thing are, so I can't say that they wouldn't be. Out west. Yeah, we'll just help you with your bikes. You need any help there? As they're coming across the border. That's thanks to our dear Prime Minister trying to be the anti-Trump.
Is that like the Antichrist?
Something like that. Chad says that was great metal. Timothy says, Eric says, depends. Do I have enough to hire the Ghostbusters? And then Timothy says, we might have a ghost of a chance. Let's see. Maybe, Timothy's, maybe we can have your Prime Minister and Trump on an island and they can fight it out, laugh out loud. You do, Ted says, you do, Elric, do the, but it's the female version. Well, then you don't stun the ghost of Johns with the.
Well, maybe if they replace them with some more attractive members, they might actually have a better chance of catching the ghost.
Ulrich says the original Ghostbusters. Now the 2016 B Team Ghostbusters. Yes, I'd rather live with metal ghosts than hire them. They might be offended by asking. Laugh out loud. I just typed that too. Laugh out loud.
Because I have it on good authority that this ghost is a massive pervert.
Although I never got to see it because of our friendly virus, or not so friendly virus. But there was supposed to be the group of kids that found the old Ghostbusters stuff. So I would have liked to see that movie. It looked like it was decent. Timothy says, screw the 2016 Ghostbusters. That was a terrible movie. They should bury all the copies of that movie in the desert with all the copies of the E.T. video game. Timothy says, I don't know about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Neither do I yet, but nobody's. Well, I can't say nobody's seen it, but very few have seen it to my knowledge. I reserve to make a judgment till after I've seen it. Or, no, not now. I wish I could wrench autocorrect. Timothy says he would give it a shot.
I've basically given up on every franchise I once liked. I'm going to leave it in the past where it was good and work on creating my own stuff and looking at independent things because too many people are ruining too many franchises.
Oh, this is true. A lot of franchises are being ruined. Or says, speaking of movies, did you see the own movie theater? The lone movie theater owner did to the Mulan movie display? No, I did not. Or says, yeah, that too. Chad says, my friend was talking about them remaking Married with Children. Ooh.
You can't remake Married with Children. It would just be awful. Al Bundy can't exist in the modern climate.
I don't think that whole TV show, forget Al Bundy, any of them, I don't think could go in the modern climate.
Well, except maybe The Next Door Neighbor.
The woman, though. She'd be a real Karen. As they would probably say nowadays.
Yeah, Al Bundy is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I love Married with Children.
Well, heck, you've heard that they're possibly going to be redoing a Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. Timothy says he hated The Neighbors and Night Show for Married with Children.
Well, actually, I liked the guy. I can't remember his name, but the guy, the husband, was good. He was kind of a pushover, but that was the point of his character, and him and Al had some good interactions with each other over the years.
Yeah. Rick says, so Disney decided to Mulan on its, I guess, put Mulan on its streaming service, and only in the theaters in countries that don't have Disney Plus. Oh, okay. And then Timothy says he really felt bad for Al Bundy. But there's one thing that was Al Bundy was a weird character to me because he didn't want to have sex with his wife.
Yeah, and Peg did. Like all the time.
It's like the opposite of probably reality. Usually it's the husband that would want to have sex most of the time and the wife that's making up some excuse. So, and then it says, so a movie theater owner took a 2x4 and smashed the display of Mulan screaming in anger. The owner lived in England.
I'm trying to remember, because the namer had like a first name that sounded like a last name. I think it was like Jameson or something like that.
No.
But I also don't feel bad for any of these movie theaters. Because they've helped funnel into an industry. It's almost like the comic book shops, right? Like you kind of want to feel bad for the comic book shops because you've been to them a lot. You've kind of have like this connection to them. But then you realize that they have a really bad business plan that operates on like a week-to-week or even just month-to-month basis with no collateral or like buffer room to last in case of an emergency like this. And they're kind of like a doomed to collapse industry that was waiting for something to bust the bubble.
Yeah. It says Timothy says, didn't they have two different versions of the neighbors? I don't think it was they had two different versions. I think they ended up having two different sets of neighbors. There was one
Well,
set in it.
like, what was it, after 2 seasons or something, a different man played the guy. And I don't remember if the woman was ever replaced. It's been a while since I watched it.
I thought they like had one set of neighbors, and then the one set moved away for whatever reason, and then a new set came in. Now I could be totally wrong because I didn't watch it on a regular basis. My mom didn't really like me watching that show, so I only seen it at other people's places.
Oh, I used to watch that show with my dad. He sat me down and insisted I watched it.
Yeah. And Timothy agrees with you that comic shops are outdated.
Well, the ones I like are the ones that were smart a long time ago and basically transitioned into a hobby shop. So they still have like the comic wall and the long box, but they also carry like board games, card games, and honestly, all that stuff is what makes them the most money. And with card games, you can afford to go more week by week because they always have new distribution and stuff like that. And they just make a lot more money. And those hobby shops tend to have more collateral and buffer room. It's the people who are trying to be basically just the traditional comic store. They're just not wise. It's a bad business plan.
Timothy says that's why you watch it anyway. Probably to me, and he said he used to have to sneak to watch Beavis and Butthead. A smart move, becoming a hobby shop. Ulrich says the funny part: Disney was going to make people pay for Mulan on Disney Plus, $35, and it was to rent, but people rightfully about complain. Now people can buy it for $35. Yeah, why the hell would you rent it for $35 online when in a few months, it's going to be available thing.
On the same service like everything else.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I have absolutely no interest in that Mulan movie. And I lost interest, like, first when they said the songs weren't going to be in it. But I think they walked some of that back. Most of them still won't be in it, though. Then, when they said that the character of Shang won't be in it, Shang Li, because they completely changed the story, and then they just started adding more and more things that made it less and less interesting. It's like, at this point, it's a different movie. It's not even Mulan.
Or at least it's not Disney's animated Mulan. Timmy C says, watch it for free on a torrent site. Yeah. That's probably what most people, I shouldn't say most people, but most people would wait till it came out on thing. That way they would own it. And then that would only be for the Blu-ray or even the like some sort of 3D Blu-ray. Because they wouldn't get that much for a DVD. Timothy saying F Disney. Art says the one movie everyone wanted the songs in, they took out. Well, I think any of the live action people want the actual songs from the animated versions. And in some ways, I would probably, well, some people care that, usually it's shot for shot for the live action, but I wouldn't because it's live action.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a shot-for-shot remake, like taking the live action and doing exactly what was in the animation. But it's unnecessary, and I could tell you a good example was The Jungle Book was done well. It kept the spirit of the original movie, and it actually fixed a lot of the pacing problems it had. What I didn't like, though, is literally every live-action remake they did after that. Some of them even slightly closer to the original script than The Jungle Book, but almost none of them actually kept the spirit of the film.
Yeah. And Timothy says, nah, Rick, don't give Disney any cash. Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about, you and me, but I'm just talking about regular people that, aren't so tech savvy or dedicated to whatever a cause. I'm not giving Disney money. Most of them don't care. Normies don't care, as we might call them. Alex says the Jungle Book live action movie was the best one. And it figures it was the first one too. Pete's Dragon was a ma. The remake was ma. I love the original one. Yeah, I like the original Pete's Dragon more, I'd say too. But then again, it was a completely different movie, really. When you think of it.
Yeah, it's like they changed the concept to a degree. It would have been cooler if they just kept like the cartoon integration, just in like increase the graphical ability.
Yeah, make the quote unquote dragon look a little bit more realistic, like they did, but keep the whole.
Like, still like a cartoon dragon, really.
Yeah.
That would have been better. Like more realistic, but still a cartoon dragon.
And set back when it was on too. Timothy says, I wonder if Disney would make R-rated versions of their movies. Laugh out loud. Probably not. But then again, they might change it up a bit because Disney has made some whatever, I wouldn't say X-rated, but probably R-rated movies.
Well, yeah, no, definitely not X-rated. That's a completely different type of rating than the rest of them. But the whole reason they established Touchstone Pictures was because they didn't want R-rated films associated with the Disney brand. They didn't even really want PG-13 films at first associated with the Disney brand.
Yeah, because I remember hearing that The Crow was made by Disney, and I was like, what the? That's not a Disney movie.
But between having Touchstone and owning Fox now, they really don't have to like have R-rated movies associated with Disney directly. They've got plenty of subsidiaries they can do R-rated stuff with.
Yeah. Alex says, and at the end of the remake, there's more dragons. Come on. Well, I can see that, more dragons because the dragon was real in Pete's Dragon, so, how do you get more dragons? But that leaves it open for a sequel instead of Pete's Dragon. Pete's Dragons. They all follow Pete as he begins to rule the world. He becomes like what's her name from thing from Game of Thrones. So the mother of
Daenerys Targaryen?
yeah. Instead of mother of dragons, it's father of dragons. Timothy just said he thought it would be funny. Albert says, I didn't see Dumbo or Aladdin live action, and I'm glad I did see the remake of Aladdin because something didn't talk and Jafar didn't turn into a snake.
Yeah, because Iago didn't talk is what he's talking about. Probably autocorrect again. It should be an I that starts that name, but the parrot.
Oh, okay. Timothy says Pete's Reign of Terror.
Now, there's a lot of horrible things. I pirated the Aladdin to watch it because I wasn't given money. It was pathetic. I would say would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Especially when like a lot of minor changes could have actually made that movie great, and they just didn't bother to do the things that they needed to make that movie good.
I haven't seen that yet. Or The Lion King. I might get those one of these days. Dumbo looked interesting. The remake. I never got to see it. I was wanting to. Howard says Disney is a world of disappointment. Yeah, especially nowadays. Timothy says if they went by the actual original version of Aladdin, there would have been two genies. Okay, I take it you're talking from the actual Arabian Nights stories.
Yeah, I hear they're just like Arabian Days.
1001 Arabian Nights. For your information, the original Aladdin was actually Asian. Not many people know that. I've seen reviews and clips, and dear God, why didn't they make the genie more cartoony? I saw someone do an edit of the genie where he looked closer to the original. Timothy says yep to something, laugh out loud, and he says, no, Rick, stop. And I guess the yep was to possibly the original 1000, the original Arabian Nights story. I wonder if I could incorporate those into my comic verse. The Arabian Nights.
Well, I think you're thinking of the 1001 Nights, which is also sometimes called Arabian Nights, but that's a pretty bad translation of it.
Yeah. Timothy says stop singing. I'll think about it. This is my show, you know. Yeah, from what I
Yeah, whatever you do, just don't get me start singing because I won't stop.
from what I hear, the Arabian Nights, or the whatever you want to call them, came from some woman that tried to dull off her death. She just kept telling stories night after night and not ending them, saying, "Yeah, tomorrow I will I'll finish it tomorrow," and then she could go on to another different story. Making the king wait for the end. That's what I heard how they came to be, and I'm not sure how true that is. Timothy says, "Point taken. Sing. Be prepared." Timothy says he saw that miniseries. Oh, it was a miniseries? But yeah, incorporate you have Aladdin, Alibaba. I'm not sure of all they did a movie, I mean, straight to DVD movie for that, and I think they had Aladdin's dad be Alibaba in it. Uh, Timothy says, yeah, there was a 2-episode miniseries about the Arabian Nights. Yeah, maybe that's where I saw it or heard it from. So there's 3 characters from the Dark Light universe: Ultimate, The Door, and Pacifica.
Now draw 3 characters from the Light Dark universe.
Have to create that first. Actually, that would probably be that'd probably be like the mirror universe for this one. So you have an evil version of of them all. Timothy said, "Do what the voices tell you." He said a 3-part story, not 2-part. Albert says there is an anime called Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. I dropped the manga because I lost interest, but the anime as dubbed. So, Ulrich says the main characters were named Aladdin and Alibaba. Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. So something a little different for drawing, a little bit of talking tonight. I don't know what we will be doing tomorrow. as I'm figuring out this whole computer thing. I was doing a voice. I was doing an accent racist. If somebody sounds like, or that culture sounds like that, how is that racist? You're just trying to show the culture or the way that they are. Wouldn't it be racist to make them sound like this? Right, kitties. No!
Oh yeah, Red and Stimpy are getting rebooted, and the worst part is that John Kay, the creator, will have nothing to do with it because he's basically been canceled for Me Too reasons.
Oh, that's,
It's gonna be awful.
yeah. You know, I've seen Ren and Stimpy a little bit. Probably not the best cartoon. Well, a lot of people disagree. Probably not the best cartoon out there. But, yeah, I could just see how they would ruin that show entirely from the feel it's supposed to have. Dude. Timothy was, oh, okay, man. Laugh out loud. Chad says carrying an Aoki night tomorrow. Timothy says whatever helps you sleep. Timothy's also, oh, really? Then the reboot will be crap. We're saying hello to things. Oh, it says just sing happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, and we'll be okay. Okay, who am I kidding? It's gonna be terrible. Timmy says, okay, don't make me march up to Canada now. What? Hey, you're the one that probably thinks we all talk like this, eh? You know, we're all about staying in the igloos and you know, chopping down some trees.
Just a bunch of hosers.
But it is that time again, folks. It is the dreaded midnight hour. At least where I am. It might not be the midnight hour where you are. That's like Rick, no. But it is the midnight hour, and it's time to say good night. It's time to say good night. But first, we'll let Metal promote his stuff.
Yeah, so just go over to xdynamuschaos.com. I know I say it every time, but I'm looking at you people in the audience. I know you're not going over there. Read my stuff. It's pretty entertaining, and I got a lot for you to enjoy. And you can also catch me over on the Vomitorium every Saturday and Wednesday on YouTube, Twitch, and DLive, as well as Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and I would say Google Play, but they're changing that. I don't know why. They're making it difficult for me, Rick. Why are they doing that?
Because they want to kick you down. That's what everything's doing. They're making it harder to become famous and make no money. Or is that infamous and make no money?
I wouldn't mind being infamous. I think it's more fun than being famous.
Anyways, so yeah, thanks for everybody who came on the panel tonight. Todd for being here earlier. Thanks everybody for the chat for coming by talking, and I hope you all had a good time. I know it wasn't quite what we were expecting. I'm probably going to change the title to just Craft Comics After Dark a bit later. So we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow night. I'm not sure whether I'm doing a Twitch tomorrow. I wanted to, but I got to get this stupid computer working right. So bye for now. God bless. Have a great night, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Sleep well.